National Police Chief Dela Rosa on Monday confirms that the Armed Forces of the Philippines and the Philippine National Police asked for an extension of martial law in Mindanao. Dela Rosa says position papers were submitted to President Rodrigo Duterte, but he says the military and the police did not indicate how long martial rule should be in effect over Mindanao. President Duterte placed Mindanao under martial law on May 23 after homegrown terror groups tried to take over Marawi City. Soldiers and police have been trying to flush out remaining fighters for nearly 2 months. Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana earlier confirmed submitting a recommendation but refused to disclose details so as not to preempt the president. Under the Constitution, martial law stays in place for a maximum of 60 days or up to July 22 in this case. Should Duterte want it extended, he must secure the approval of Congress, which is composed mostly of his allies. Senator Hontiveros on Sunday says the reinstatement of police officer Marvin Marcos is damning proof of the existence of state-sanctioned killings under President Rodrigo Duterte. Marcos was chief of the Criminal Investigation and Detection Group, Region 8. He led an operation against former Albuera Mayor Rolando Espinosa, who was killed while the police attempted to serve a search warrant inside his jail cell. The case was earlier declared a rub-out by the Senate and the National Bureau of Investigation, but the Justice Department downgraded the charges against Marcos and his co-accused from the initial recommendation of murder to homicide last month. Marcos was reinstated last week. Hontiveros says, quote, "For those who still deny that there are state-sanctioned killings, to the EJK deniers, here is your damning proof." This isn't the first time Marcos managed to escape sanctions from the PNP. Back in October 2016, National Police Chief Dela Rosa removed Marcos from the CIDG-8 post after receiving reports of his alleged ties to the local drug trade. But the order was immediately overturned by Duterte himself. Dela Rosa defended Duterte's decision, saying Marcos and his men are entitled to due process, just like persons accused of pushing drugs. United States President Donald Trump, fresh from a trip in Paris, goes back on the offensive against the media Sunday. Trump tweets, quote, "With all of its phony, unnamed sources and highly slanted and even fraudulent reporting, fake news is distorting democracy in our country." Trump also sent one of his private lawyers, Jay Sekulow, to 5 Sunday talk shows to argue that there was nothing illegal about his son Donald Trump Jr.'s meeting last year with a Russian lawyer. The meeting had promised to yield damaging information on Democratic rival Hillary Clinton. The concerted pushback comes as a Washington Post ABC News poll showed Trump's approval rating significantly went down from 42% in April to 36% in July.